Welcome back to Aggressively Average. I'm just kidding, I'm not doing that anymore. Today I want to talk about YouTube depression, and I don't mean depressed people on YouTube. That is something I'm completely unqualified to talk about. This is not about that. What I want to talk about today is YouTuber depression. This is hard to nail down and describe if you're not a YouTuber yourself. For me, it manifests in some strange ways, and I want to discuss those and maybe give people an outlet to talk about this kind of stuff, because it's not a very big topic. I found 1 or 2 videos on it max. Now, an example for me is that yesterday I noticed I lost a subscriber, the first one since breaking 100. Also, thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. I love you guys. But I felt an immediate pang of sadness. The second I noticed I'd gone from 111 to 110, I felt that, and it was visceral. I think it has something to do with the fact that we as creators put so much energy and love into the work we do, the videos we make. We schedule it so that it's online at a certain time. We edit it to be as tight as it possibly can. I even color correct my stuff. And then we lose someone. And it's heartbreaking. And it's not because that one person meant that so much to us. It's that one person came to me, subscribed because they liked what I did, and then left because suddenly I wasn't good enough anymore. It's very much like being dumped, and everyone who's ever been dumped knows it's a terrible, terrible feeling. YouTubers, and I think especially vloggers, are a little fragile when it comes to our viewership because we grow them slowly. You know, we acquire people at a really, really reduced rate if you compare it to prank channels, gaming channels, anything like that that gets, boom, 60,000 views. For me, and for people like me, it's more like, woo, today I got 10 views. Woo, today I got 20 views. And those tiny numbers, they mean so much to us. And then someone leaves or someone takes those away, and it's crushing. I know this isn't limited to the small YouTuber community, but I think it's much more powerful there because we've got so little to begin with. And people complain about, oh, I only got 60,000 views today instead of the usual 100,000. We would kill for 60,000 views. We would love to hear that that many people are interested in our lives or in whatever it is that we do. But when it's such a small number, when it's 10 or 20 or 50 or even 100 views is mind-blowingly gargantuan to me. In fact, of my vlogs, I think only 2 of them have even hit 100. And I love that feeling. But yesterday I was so aware of feeling like a failure because someone had come to me and had deemed me worthy of being in their feed. And then somehow, for some reason, I did something and then I wasn't worthy anymore. I've said this already about small YouTubers like me and the ones out there like me. It's when we lose someone or when we see our viewership go down, it's tangible and it's really visceral because we really care about what we're putting out there and we put a lot of work into it. I mean, I know I do, and it's sad to see someone go. This can happen for a number of reasons. It can be a seasonal thing. It could be that you get better viewership during the week or during the weekends or during a certain time of year or anything like that. But when you see a dip in viewership like that, aside from the fact that it hurts, it can hurt some people to the point of wanting to stop. And that's the worst part about it. YouTube is such a great place and such a wonderful way for people to share their creativity and their experiences and the things they do. And it's pretty rough out here, you know, it takes a lot of dedication to grow a channel. I know this because mine actually did grow quite a lot back in the day. And then when I rebooted, it was something totally different. And instead of getting the 100, 200, 500 views I was used to, I was getting 10, 40, 25. And that's fine. That is totally fine. I get that. But when it goes from 40, 30 to 5, 10, it can hurt. And I understand people who want to stop because they got their hearts broken. It makes sense. And I feel your pain, but don't stop. Whatever you do your best to keep going. Unless you actively hate making YouTube videos, don't stop doing it. It's so rewarding in its own right. And the people who stick around are the people who you really want to have around in the first place. YouTuber depression is a very real thing. For some reason, it's not hugely talked about because it seems silly, or it feels like it devalues real depression because we're just talking about making videos and, you know, we should stop complaining and just get on with our lives without taking anything away from how difficult it is to deal with real depression. This is something that is unique to artists, people who have to put their work out into the world, in some cases every day, in some cases multiple times a day. And there should be a support system for such things so that people who make good stuff don't get discouraged and they don't quit. But YouTube, like life, is harsh. And it's only the people who are really dedicated who are going to build any kind of long-term viewership. Me, I'm okay with that. But sometimes I want to be able to talk about the fact that it can be hard to keep going when you notice people don't care as much as they did 2 days ago. If there are other small or large YouTubers out there who see this and want to talk about it, want to create a dialogue, discuss this, please leave a comment. I think it'd be really great to start a conversation. That's one of the reasons I love YouTube so much, the community. And we as a community need to help each other flourish. That's what's important, and that's all there is for today. I'll see you tomorrow.